And welcome to Chapter 2 of this tutorial on Word 2007. In this module, we want to start out with the simple task, the very simple task of simply opening a new document and starting to work with a document. Of course, as we've begun this tutorial, I've already opened up a document and started to build a document now. Now it's time to make a new one. And there's a couple ways which we can do this. One is that we can use the quick access toolbar here, and we can also use the keyboard shortcut of Control and N, and you can see that in the screen tip if you hover over the quick access toolbar. Again, if you don't see that new button in the quick access toolbar, make sure that you customize the quick access toolbar. Just go to the drop down arrow just to the right and make sure that new is toggled on with the checkbox. So that's one way. You can just start with a blank document here, and that's something that's built off of a template, and you'll see later on why the words start typing are in the document that we make. The other way to do that is to use the office button. And this is actually my preferred method because you get more options here. This opens up the new document dialog box. And so this is what that looks like. And one of the reasons why I like the new document dialog box here is that you have the option to create a document based on one of many templates. You notice that in this template section in the upper left hand side here, you have 4 sections here: blank and recent, installed templates, my templates, and new from existing. Or you have, if you're connected to Office Online, you can pick from featured templates, agendas, brochures, faxes, flyers, forms, gift certificates, greeting cards, inventories, and so on, all the way down the list. So the recommendation, of course, is that you connect to the internet before you start using Word, but of course that's not always going to be possible. But you should still be able to get access to several templates even if you're not connected to Office Online. This Office Online just gives you a good starting point. So blank and recent, some of the ones that we've used recently. Installed templates, these are some of the ones that install by default. And what's nice here is if you're going to launch a document based on an equity report, for example, a lot of times you're able to see exactly in the preview section here, in the preview pane, you're able to see exactly what that document will look like before you decide to create it. And you create it with just a single click here. My Templates opens up a new dialog box with the option of double-clicking or selecting any templates that you have installed. And later on we'll look at how to install templates in future modules, and you'll look at why you see a couple of different things here. You probably won't see thank you for renewing your membership or 2007 calendar with room for notes, but those are templates that I've installed already, and again you'll be able to see how to do that later on. If I click on cancel out of that, notice it brings me right back to the new document dialog box. My templates, again you saw that, and then new from existing, and that means you can go out and pick an existing document and create a new document using the existing document as a template. So you don't have to have a template already set up. If you know that, you know what, this new document that I'm creating is going to look, it's going to use the same look and feel as something that I've just created, maybe with a different couple of modifications, or if I'm starting a new chapter on a book, for example, and I've got lots of headings and sections and placeholders and all that stuff, you can just create a carbon copy essentially of that document and then just change change the body of the document, but just change your headings and so on. So once you made your selection here, I'll click on Install Templates to show you, just give you a preview of what the power of the template can be. And what I'll select here is the equity report. By the way, another template that you have is a new blog post. And again, I'll spend another module later on in this tutorial talking about how to create a new blog post from within Word. It's very, very simple to do. So let's click on equity report. Let's click on create. And now I've got the document created here. And from there, it's pretty self-explanatory. For example, to select the document title, there's a little section here, placeholder, that says type the document here, and this is very common in templates. All you do is click, and yeah, I spelled it right. No, except I spelled net title. What I wanted to spell is new title. So all you do again is click and type, and that's how you can use some of these things. Pick the date. This is a field, and we'll show you how to insert fields later on. And then authored by, and this again is a field that has been pre-populated. The way that that is grabbed is, if you go to your Word options, by the way, if you go to the Office button and then click on Word options, you will see in the popular section here of your Word options the username. So whatever the username is, whatever it's currently configured for in your Word options dialog box here, it will grab and populate any authored by field that happens to be in a template. From there, it's just a matter of clicking and typing. So this entire section here, you notice that as I hover the mouse, it turns gray, or it has a gray background. That means once I make my click and then I start to type, it replaces the entire contents of whatever is the gray shading. So that's how you use templates. That's how you can get going creating a new document.